Welcome to Magic Mike's, the place to go to get the news and information you can use, as well as get some information that is utter nonsense, but will bring a smile to your face. Why? Because that's what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, Magic Mike's starts now.
Magic Mike's.
Yeah, hey everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome to another episode of Magic Mike. Did I scare you this time?
No, I was just like waiting for it, and you just like, come on, yeah.
That's what I have to do. I got to put that there. And we are going to take a moment and go around and introduce ourselves like we do.
Yes, my name is Malika.
I'm April.
Jennifer.
And I am Chris. Again, welcome to Magic Mike's, and make sure you like and subscribe to our podcast here. Help spread the word about us. Hope you guys, again, are taking advantage of that QR code that we put. I hope it's still active. It should be active. Yeah, it's active.
Okay.
I looked at y'all.
Make questions.
No, it's active because I did it through Adobe, so it's active.
What, now? Do I need to check it?
No, I mean you can.
Yeah,
it should work because I mean it's going through a subscription that I'm doing.
I ain't even got questions.
So we are checking the QR code to make sure that it still goes there, which it should.
I mean, I don't even have a question on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Is we good? Okay, it better be.
Yep,
I was gonna
we're
I was gonna take down that big Adobe company. So make sure I'm mess with our QR
They're
code.
good.
All right. Well, anyway, so again, like I said, like and subscribe if you enjoy our podcast. We're just some good people here bringing you some good stuff and just trying to get a couple of laughs out of you at the same time. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First off, how is everybody doing today?
We're surviving full moon life.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Well, I'm glad. My baby over there, full moon, had me all spooked today. Because they doing the end of the year testing at my school. So.
Oh, during the pink full moon?
Yeah.
That was pink.
It was a pink full moon.
What does that mean? I need to look that up.
What does that?
Pink.
It had a pink hue. That's what it means.
I know it. That's the color.
All right, interesting fact. I know it's not that time, but we're talking about the full moon right now, so it kind of goes with it. Mm-hmm. But while I was at the beach last week for spring break, we had, I don't know I've got to look up the term, but it's called like a mean tide or something like that. And it's where the low tide and the high tide is not a big variable of difference. Like you can't tell a huge difference. And I wonder if that's why the moon is pink, because, I mean, that means that the moon is closer to the earth right now.
Makes sense to me.
Because we don't have real tides. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just a bubble on each side, and the closer, and we just rotate through the bubble.
Mm.
And then as the moon goes further away, the bubble gets bigger, so the tide, but like we never have tides. It's just the earth rotating through the huge.
So we never have
Orbs.
tides? Why do
Like,
we call...
I don't know why we call it that, but it really is not like a tide flow. It is literally just the way the orbit rotates in 24 hours, and there's 2 water orbs on each side of the earth. Mm-hmm. And as they go through, we have more, and as we don't go through, we have less.
Man, Jennifer,
Wow.
you beat me to it. I was going to explain it that exact same way.
I'm sorry. Next time, just tell me you had this. Next time, just tell me to stop. You got this.
Next
No,
time
but
I
I'm
tell you
just
to
thinking
shut
like,
up.
Yes,
we just
do it.
come up with words that don't make any sense, that doesn't relate to anything. Is that what we do? Because, I mean, we don't have tides, but we call them tides.
Riptides.
Yeah.
But you said we don't have tides. It's just
Well, I
the
mean,
way
that's just the way they call them, because at this point we have more water. At this point we have less water. Mm-hmm. They just decided to call it a tide.
Yeah, so why do we... Like,
But I mean,
that's
I
my
don't
question.
know.
Like,
I mean,
in the world, like, why do we do that?
there's I have a lot of questions about spelling
Yes.
and phonetic and stuff
Yes.
like that, which I know ties back into ancient language and all that. Like, I know there is some whatever, but I mean, it's not easy to teach.
No.
It's not easy to teach.
Yeah, I bet. All right, y'all, that was some good stuff y'all just talked about right there. All right,
Sorry.
but April, so you got something for us? You got to say it.
What is it? What's really going on?
Why you have to ask?
Because I want to
every
say
time?
what in the world's going on.
Like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
That's what I be thinking too. Say it again, April.
Maybe forgetting now with all these what's really going on?
Do you have questions about relationships, the dating game, and why people act the way they do in them? Well, April does. Listen as we share our knowledge with her to help her see what's really going on. You really forgot still. All right, go for it.
Okay, so this is your first vacation with your
New partner?
Sound like my story.
Lord, okay.
with your new partner.
Yep.
Should the woman be required to pay for anything?
Did he say we doing this, or did you say
It was the man's idea to
Then
do
that's all
on
him.
the vacation. So let them.
All right, here we go. You know me, devil's advocate. All right, so he invited you on a trip.
David rocket ship?
You see what I'm talking about? That's the type of stuff I be talking about. I don't know where she get this throwing these little tidbits, Easter eggs, or whatever you want to call it, in the middle of stuff. It's just weird, and I can't say nothing about it.
Give a little snip.
See,
It
and
rhymes with shit. So, okay. Anyway, so he invited you. Now, you knew beforehand how many days, how many nights. Did he plan? Did he say, okay, so like Friday night we're gonna go to dinner here, or was it we're gonna play it by ear once we got here? Okay.
Everything's a surprise.
Everything's a surprise because it's my birthday weekend.
Okay.
and you already know.
What'd you pay for
What have I paid for?
that weekend?
Nothing.
Because
What
it's
does
a
he want
surprise.
you to pay for?
He nothing.
Okay. So you're asking, should you pay for something?
Should the woman be required to pay for anything?
Okay, I think if you're like, there's like an expensive item that you want, like at a store or whatever, if he's already gotten you a present or something, and like it's something you want, then yes, I think that you should buy. If he does not say, hey, baby, let me buy this for you, you know, whatever. But I mean, I wouldn't assume that he would buy that for you if he's already gotten you a birthday present and he spent this trip, like money on this trip. He's already doing this. So, I mean, I just think that would be courteous on the woman's side. I don't know, because apparently the men I pick don't pay for shit. So, I'm not really the one to ask, but this is just what I would go by. I think I would figure I'd pay for my own crap. But I mean, if it's he's paying for my food.
Yeah, he usually pays for
Any drinks that I'm like having at the resort or anything like at the resort.
You
know.
will die when you finally find that person. She would be like, she wouldn't know what to do for a
No,
while.
like,
Because
it's
you probably
me.
pull up your money and be like, he like, no, baby, I got it. You like, no, I got it. You like, no.
Like, it is gonna be the hardest thing, the control.
Yeah.
Like, just to let like somebody do shit for me now, because I mean 43. Like, I mean, hello, it's been a while. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
and so it's gonna be like, no, this feels so weird. Like, I don't know.
I
it's
can't
gonna
wait for
It's
that.
gonna fuck me up.
For you.
It's gonna be a hard
You
middle
better
game
say
for
for
me.
you.
You already do
So
that.
that means you pay for everything. You
I was talking about you last night to my mother actually, and I was complimenting you. I went to give my nephews haircuts, and on the way back we were just talking, and we were talking about tacos and tequila.
Yeah.
And I got 2 tickets for you, and I got 2 tickets for me. Right, that's 2 tickets. All right. So anyway. We were talking about that, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, Mom, I've learned through the podcast and hanging out with Malik and stuff. I was like, Chris pays for everything. Like, when she goes and gets her massage, like, he gives her money for that. Like, she wants to go do stuff, he'll, like, give her money for that. And I said, she'll get her nails done, he'll pay for it. I said, I was just like, it's just crazy. And I was like, and if her car needs something, like, he'll take it, and he'll, like, pay for it. And if the dog, like, he takes it and he'll pay for it. I'm like, Mom, this is the way, like, I couldn't even imagine. And she was like, yeah, that's a good man right there.
There is a subject where we're going to talk about that's going to hit on a lot of that after we get finished with April's. So
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just wanted you to know that I was talking about you
Well, I
and bragging
appreciate
on
it.
you this weekend.
I'm glad that you
to
put me in a
Mama.
great
And
light.
she's like, yeah, that sounds like a good man. She's
I
like,
do
He
what
does.
I can.
He does.
Do what I can.
I was like, he's a good man as long as
Look,
he treats my friend right.
Look,
And
she,
I don't have
your girl was like, I want Subway. She didn't say ask. She just told me.
Said
That's-
no,
Firehouse
she
subs.
didn't say she did not say
Jesus, my
Subway.
bad. I am
Lord,
so
you already
sorry.
messing up.
I try to reduce the sandwich.
You already messing up.
Okay.
Firehouse.
Hold on. So, April, back to what you said.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
I think that we kind of hit on this type of stuff at once, you know, the whole etiquette thing.
Yeah.
From an actual etiquette standpoint, no, you are not. What was what you asked? Are you supposed
Yeah,
to?
Required.
you're required to pay
You're
for
not
something.
required to pay for anything that's involving the trip, to a degree. Now, like, let's just say y'all go out to dinner, y'all go do something fun, especially if he already planned it. Yeah, it's all him. But now, if y'all go to like a souvenir shop and you picking out a whole bunch of stuff, I think, it will be cool for him to pay for some of it, but I wouldn't. I guess in a sense you could expect him to pay for it, but I think from a polite standpoint you shouldn't. Because that can give you the opportunity to get him something. A little small something that say I appreciate you.
That is true, but also
She playing devil guy good to be.
No, I don't think I am. I'm just thinking like sometimes, because it's happened with us, that I'll want to get something and he's like, no, if you want it, I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Like I have the money to buy it, but he's like, I got it. That's what you want? Okay. I'm like, okay.
I like this good light stuff about me. But yeah.
We'll hate on you in a minute. Hold on.
Oh yeah, trust me. When I get to this one subject,
Don't hold your breath. We're coming
But
for you. Don't worry.
April, I agree. I think that you're not obligated to pay for anything, but it would be nice to buy something as a good gesture of letting them know, hey, I can do my part too. I can do something too, even if it's something small.
So what if like we're going out to eat, and should I be the person that tip? Leave the tip.
The whole tipping thing, I don't understand. I seen that on How Stella Got a Groove Back, where the man where she had the money, so she paid for the food and he left the tip. The whole, I think it's all coming. It should all come from the same thing. But if you literally insist on tipping, and he just like, no, I got it, and you say, oh, I'm gonna tip. It'll, say something to me, it'll make me feel good to do it, something like that, but you're not obligated to do it.
I always offer. I was like, well, let me leave the tip. I always offer. Now, do I base my judgment kind of on what they say, depending on their status? You know what I'm saying?
Like if you can afford
and depending
to
on how well I know you. Like if this is our first time out, like I feel like I should probably pay the tip because
yeah.
I might not say it again.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is your first one, right?
Well, we're going on a trip. I don't know where we're going. We could be just going around the corner. I have no idea what we're doing.
Oh, well, see, you know what? If this is your first trip, even if he's paying for everything, of course, I know you know this, take money anyway. Be prepared anyway.
Yeah.
Be prepared to leave. That's be prepared if you have to get home that you can get home. Like have a credit card or something that you can put a flight or whatever.
Yeah.
If you need to go stay a night at a hotel, you don't know. It's your first trip together. Something might come out that you haven't seen and you don't feel comfortable or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm not staying here. So just make sure. I always make sure I have something like
some money. That's what I was thinking. Like I'm gonna have extra money.
Yeah.
With me.
Yeah.
I don't make that known.
Huh?
I don't make that known.
Oh well.
I
guess because me and him been friends before, and we were just cool. I'm like, I'm gonna have my own money.
But you have to remember you are setting
The standard.
the standard
Yes.
for future trips.
Yes.
Yes.
But he's already setting the standards of how he's gonna treat me because like I don't pay for nothing when we're together. And
if anything, do a trip and
y'all do a combination.
or you do something and you pay for it.
Yeah.
yeah. I guess because this trip is more for me just because it's my birthday.
Right, yeah. No, I wouldn't expect for you to pay for anything.
Yeah.
But you always have something.
But I would have something.
Yeah.
But I would say in the future, if y'all go on another trip, it's kind of fun to like book an activity that he would like or something, something that do, because we always get our shopping in and we get, something that you both like. Like we did glass blowing before, which is fun.
I want to do that.
Thank you, Jennifer, for speaking up stuff.
We did dune buggy races through the Sedona Desert.
Oh wow.
Woo! Oh wow, I like that one.
We hiked a volcano to see
hiking. I will look at
the
the volcano.
the stars, and then we looked down at an active volcano. No, I paid for all this But
It's very Lord of the Rings.
But I'm just saying, I do really good dates. So like, but I'm saying activities like something like, and it doesn't have to be that big a deal. It could be like I packed a picnic for us or something.
Yeah,
something. And when they say get a gift for him, I usually get a gift like to remember the trip for us. Like I used to do a Christmas one that I put on the tree, but I don't know. Y'all kind of new, so y'all might not make it a Christmas. I don't know.
No, well, I mean, like we probably will, but
She's like,
I don't know what kind of commitment level you want with that, but if not, I get like a little poster map of the place, and I get a Walmart frame and put it in the bedroom.
Yeah. So I guess in a nutshell, I mean,
just
you know,
have money, just in
have
case.
money.
Expect him to do what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know, but be ready just in case he can't.
But show your appreciation.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely show your appreciation.
That's what I mean. That's a little gift thing, and that's
Yeah,
just
I
showing
mean,
care.
you know, hell,
offering a tip.
You know, and believe it or not, for a lot of guys, a lot of people don't realize this. A sincere thank you carries a lot of weight too.
Yeah.
thank you.
I said sincere.
And watch how they treat wait staff and stuff on the trip.
Well, I mean,
That's
we don't-
important.
When we're out to eat, he just like we was out to eat with him and his sister and her husband, and like all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, I pay for everything. Don't worry about it, y'all guys. I got it."
See, my dad does that, but my mom thinks he's a sucky tipper, so she's like always leaves the tip. 'Cause she wants to leave more.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, but he's a good tipper. Like he's a giver.
So I mean, I wouldn't be. You just gotta make
So
sure.
he's a Jennifer.
Yeah. No, okay, so this is what givers need. I have found out through trial and error. Givers need protectors,
Okay.
not takers. Protectors. Don't make him feel used,
Yeah.
I don't.
but
I
make
ain't saying about you. I'm just saying I have experienced that feeling before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not from you at all, my love.
I have to, in a good and a bad way. But this is the negative. Don't feel used. Like, don't make him feel that. You have to feel his cut back up in a different way,
Yeah.
and not say. I mean, sex, of course, but you know, feed the man.
Make sure he eats.
She
Not
she cooks.
You cook?
Do you cook?
I cook some things.
Okay, she cooks more than you. I knew that.
I used to cook. Now my child is grown.
I don't cook because I don't have to.
Yeah, my child is
There's
grown.
nobody there to eat it for me.
I mean, like I will. It's just like Olivia's at this picky stage right now. She's like, yeah, she liked this one time, but this next time I cook it, she like, I don't want that.
You just gotta find out whatever his love language is and pour into that.
Okay.
I don't know. I suck
like
at
that.
that thing. I don't really know what my love
Pour
language is.
into his love language.
You don't know your love language?
I like to give,
Yeah.
but I like touch.
Yeah.
I
mean, it
like
can be the
communication.
gift of touch?
I like people to do shit for me. I mean, I like all the love languages.
But what's
I'm
the
selfish.
most, like-
I'm selfish.
I would say, the love language is touch and quality time.
Quality time.
That is the most important.
Well, and quality is the key word.
Quality, not, I'm here
Anyway.
and go away.
All right, I keep going off on tangents. So you're gonna shut me up. But
Yeah, you done cooled
what's
off
the next
now.
one? I feel better.
That was my all.
Well, you got something else?
That was it.
That was it? Well, all
Yeah.
right, Miss April. Look at you.
Well, when's
Started
this
off
happening?
strong.
I'm excited.
We leave Thursday.
Where we going?
I have no idea.
Also, the whole
You're coming
thing
back.
is a surprise.
We come back Saturday.
So we get to hear all about it on Monday.
Oh.
So I mean, from my understanding, it's not gonna be too big, but it's something.
It's
So,
something. It's
Driving?
a start.
I have
Yes.
no idea. He will not tell me. I thought I almost got it from his friend because he had him on speakerphone. He's like, "Hey, do April know about something?" I was like, "So what is that? Like, what is that?" For all I know, we go to Lake Point. I have no idea where we're doing.
So this is also could be considered like a guinea pig trip. I mean, because you could get to see exactly how you and this person will be
Yes.
on trips together.
Yes,
You know,
that's
if
what
you
I was
get on your
telling him.
nerves and you get on his.
I said that to him. I said, "Hey, you'll find out if you really like me or not."
Yeah.
Well, and then it'll be different when you do a trip with Olivia.
Yeah.
See
Yes.
how he is with that as well.
There you
he's
go.
yeah. He's,
Well, I mean, you know,
yeah,
but I'm
as
just
far as in
saying.
the house, yeah, but yeah, she can be a lot.
I don't know if he's been cornered into one room, like a hotel room, with her for 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
You're
that's
like-
just different.
Yeah, it is.
It's different versus being in the living room.
She's not on her normal routine. She's just gonna be cranky. She's gonna be whiny. She's gonna get everyone, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how will he
She's not
handle
gonna
that?
sleep. Y'all aren't gonna have lovey time together because she ain't gonna allow it. So I mean, it's gonna be a totally different trip.
Yeah.
But I hope this one goes well, and I'll have a
Yeah, we gonna
Yes.
definitely be rooting for
come
you.
back
We
right
hope that everything. Hopefully you have a great time. You just
Yes.
come next Monday,
He'll be
all
like,
smiles.
Like, what y'all do? Nothing. Just went to the beach. No, I don't know.
Well, I'm excited for you.
Yes.
I know. Just kind of nervous, and I don't know what to pack.
I
And
feel like we need a group text on Thursday, like arrived safe at and drop a pin,
Yes.
just so we know where you
Yes.
are.
well,
Monday rolls around, you don't show up.
well, he's
You're
not
like,
a crazy person. Well, I mean, I guess these people can be crazy, but he's not one of them people.
Yeah, I could have said a lot about my ex.
Well,
about
I
how
guess-
wonderful he was.
I mean, it's gonna come out eventually who he is. He's a pastor, so he's
Yeah,
not-
you just pray that he's all good.
Yes,
All good.
And I've been
I
at this
mean,
church
that
for.
don't
a
mean
good- You're right. You are
anything.
absolutely right. But I was just thinking, like, I done been around him for some years now. But like, I guess getting
It's
involved.
a different
like this,
side.
yes,
Yeah.
You've
it's
not
different.
seen a personal. Hopefully, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't know. Hopefully, if I'm gonna say that because I don't know anything about the situation. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
this
It's
is a
different.
totally different ballgame.
Yeah, it's a little different. But yes, because
But I'm glad y'all have the friendship side first.
yes,
Yes.
we had the friendship side first.
Is
so
he gonna wear a suit on the beach?
I know they're going to the beach.
I don't think we're going to the
I'm
beach.
just saying. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
would he
about
take
that.
you to the woods, to the mountains?
No.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, I don't think. What if y'all went to Dollywood? Okay, we gotta like. What if it's somewhere you don't like? What are we gonna do? Like, you've got to work on your fake face or something.
I know, because he mentioned, say, April, we just going to Lake Point. I said, we going to Emerson? He was like,
What if
"Wow."
what if y'all do, and then y'all spend the night across the street in one of those hotels for 3 nights?
I mean, it could be.
I'm just
But
saying,
then
like,
you won't have your baby, and then
But
you're like, I
niggas-
get.
you
a
gotta
break.
be ready. Like, see, I'm bad with surprises because I'm like, I'll be expecting
That's
my
my
kind of trip that I would plan.
Yeah.
And not everybody plans my kind of trip. I mean, not to be like,
Yeah.
that I'm a little bougie with it. And but so like, I'll be like,
I see your new person planning you a trip that is not on that level, just to see how you react to everything.
I'll react lovely to like. I mean, I can't, I can't without electricity and water. Like, I can adapt anywhere. It's just.
Yeah.
I know what I like when I go on vacation. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause I don't think-
you gotta be ready.
I don't think we're going to no beach. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, now like Savannah would be nice.
It would be, but I don't know because
No.
like I don't know. I don't know what we're doing.
Just be ready for wherever you go. Just be ready
And drop
for
a
whatever.
pin or something. Send a
us know.
message. Say arrive safely at blank.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Just put it in the group chat.
yeah, but like
We're
I said,
here.
We're definitely all rooting for you. But now it's time for me to throw some monkey wrenches in.
Here
all
we
this
go.
talk. Here we go.
Fight,
All right.
fight.
Yeah, it's time for Chris's nonsense now.
It's not that guy's nonsense. Is
No, I still ain't heard from him. I'm actually a little
Kevin.
concerned.
Kevin, who's
I'm
not
actually a little
real.
concerned. We ain't gonna go.
Do we need to call him
If
right now?
he's not real, Arthurine is not real.
She-
Arthurine is so real.
But I have zero proof except for you saying it.
My
Y'all-
mama and my sisters.
You
All
calling her
y'all
mama
telling
a
me
liar?
Arthurine is real is not proof compared to y'all hearing Kevin's voice.
I know. My mom was mad because we didn't tell her bye when we left.
Oh yeah, because we were fighting.
Y'all were fighting?
We wasn't fit. We
It was
for
like an argument over nothing. I can't even remember what it was about.
I remember
Whoa.
What was it about?
Oh,
you making me go.
Oh,
go where?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Lay it.
I'm sitting up here getting ready for the trip.
Sitting
right.
up where? Here at the table?
No. I was home. I was packing up and getting stuff ready for the trip.
At your house.
Yes.
Now
Okay.
the thing about it is that pretty much I've been occupied with stuff like that whole weekend,
Right, yeah. No,
right.
trying to get ready.
trying to get ready.
Right.
So
No.
there was an
I'm trying to
event.
get ready yet.
There was an event that was going on that she wanted me to go to.
And he said yes.
I said yes, but I also was still not packed. And it was taking me a lot longer to get that way. So I called her to tell her, listen, I'm not going to be, I don't think I'll be able to make it to this thing because I'm trying to pack for our trip to leave in the morning. So She gave me the stinky face. Even though we was on the phone, I saw it. So it was like, she giving me this, I just said, okay, fine, I'll be there. I will be there. Now I'm a little disgruntled because now, like I said, I had to stop, just mess up the little stride that I had going on as far as packing, and had to come all the way up here. Come up this way. Spent a whole lot more time than I actually expect. We all went to the melting pot. So
yes, it was Nyla's friend's birthday. Nyla had asked him at the beginning of the week, could he come? Because I told her to ask you because I know how Fridays can be.
Nyla would have understood why if I couldn't make it, the reason why. But you
because I'm that person that if you say you're gonna do it, it's got to be something really, somebody's dying.
Me packing for our trip. Was not enough. No, I didn't have. You know exactly how the whole weekend went, and you still made
the week because we left on Sunday.
Okay, but you knew all that I was dealing with, so you should have been the first to understand that. Okay, I understand that he has all this stuff that he got going on with how the whole with the time that he had. Mm-hmm. You didn't.
I didn't.
So and Jennifer, this is the thing. April, this is the thing. Mm-hmm. Whenever we go on a trip, we always have some kind of spat right before we leave.
And then we have the best trip ever.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
But okay. I bet you did.
Well, but anyway, but that's all.
I see your side. Mm-hmm. I see it. But I'm like him. Mm-hmm. So, because I have ADHD. So I know. Because I was up to like 2 a.m. packing. Thursday night, you know. Because I made my list and stuff. But the time management, like every time I get ready for a trip, just write this down. It takes longer than what I think it's going to take.
Yes.
To pack even the clothes to get them. I'm like, I even know where they are, but I'm like, what am I wearing? Just to get all the toiletries together. So I understand. And then you get like, am I forgetting something? Like you're wanting to feel like, okay, we're ready.
Yes.
I think the thing that got me.
But she wanted you there and you weren't feeling ready.
I wasn't ready because the thing about it was that when I left where I was going to be up here and we leave from here to go on our trip. But I had to come up here, do the things with Nyla and her friend, go back home, and we was at Melton Park almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
and we got there at 7 something.
Here's what I do with that. Because I'm bad with that. Like I have to be at Kara's house at a certain time, whatever. I just get everything I'm taking on that trip, and I throw it in bags. Like in my suitcases. I throw it in the suitcases and I get in bags and then I throw it in my car. And then when I get to Kara's house, after we've done whatever we're doing, before we go to sleep and we're leaving the next morning at butt crack early, then I rearrange it and I repack it and I make it look pretty and then I pack the car. But I am up late still as well.
Yeah, but see, the problem that I had with that was that I shouldn't have had to do that. Whenever I go somewhere, I like to pack properly, just like most everybody else does. Mm-hmm. To throw stuff in a bag and go wherever you need to go when it's absolutely unnecessary.
Then you don't make commitments that you think you can't do.
No, but that's the thing. I knew I could, but you saw how things were that whole week and you knew I couldn't do it.
No, I didn't know you couldn't.
But I even told, and then the thing that really got to me that she said was when I told her what was going on, she was like, what you got to do? You got to fix your beard. That kind of set me over the edge right there because I'm thinking to myself, it doesn't matter what I have to do. I'm not ready. Let me get ready and come up there. If I can't, and then on top of that, I even said, listen, I can't make it, but I will send you the money to cover what needs to be paid for. That wasn't enough. I just had to be there. All the things that our daughter has, I'm there. For this one thing, for her daughter's friend's birthday,
right.
I couldn't make it because I'm trying to make sure I'm ready for our trip. That's what happened.
All right. So you're prioritizing. You're saying, You and Nyla are more important, and if it had been that, there would have been no issue. But it was her friend, so I mean, which I know is important, but it's not like it's not
No.
family.
Yeah.
Okay. You're saying there is no prioritization. You said you're coming to the party, so you come to the party.
That is how I am.
So she's black and white. You're gray because you're prioritized. I mean, I understand the priority, but I mean that is a
Yeah.
you're rating them on your scale,
Yeah.
kind of like your game show answers. They're your answers. So little gray, but she's firm. So you know this now.
But
No, we know this now.
Yeah, I get that. But see, the problem is that you gotta have some understanding and leeway if I'm doing something important.
Yes, I get it, but maybe it's just, what I have deep seated. Especially when it comes to her, if you say you're going to do it, unless somebody is dying, because we've been through that situation prior to you, you're not that person, but that person makes up excuses and say, I'm gonna do it and don't do it. I'm just like, if you say you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah, just because it's her.
But
Yeah.
I'm not that person.
Right.
So it
this is
shouldn't
not
put-
a pattern that you do.
Right, it's not. So
It's
I
not a
shouldn't
pattern.
even be put in the realm of the person who was like that.
So you're upset because the one time that you asked for grace,
But this is not.
that you were like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to come. Like I can't.
Yeah,
You really didn't want to do
Yeah,
this.
because the problem was me attending that put me back even further.
Which stressed you out even more.
As opposed to me packing and being up here by 11 o'clock at night. I had to come up here, do what I had to do up here, spend 4 hours doing it, go back home and continue what I was doing, which put me in a position where I had to come up here the next morning. Only for us to drive right back out. So it's not like I had rest.
And what time did you go to? I'm sure you went to bed at like 4.
I didn't go to bed till almost 4 o'clock. It was
Right.
maybe like roughly 3:47.
And then you drove all day.
And then I caught a little bit of a nap, got back up,
drove
came up here,
packed the car.
packed the car, went right back out.
And where'd y'all go? Myrtle Beach?
Yes,
How long is that? 7?
a 7-hour drive.
So
So
why
you were
couldn't
done
she-
by the time y'all got there.
I was
You did not
so
enjoy that
done.
first day.
Actually I did, because I had to put myself in a mindset to where, okay, what's done is done. Okay. I mean, we're on the road, so I'm not gonna show an attitude or do anything to make the trip uncomfortable. We're still going on this trip.
Right.
So I had to change.
we're gonna
my
have a
mentality.
good time, damn it.
Yeah. So I had to change the mentality. Just suck it up. But you had to have seen how tired I was driving. Mm-hmm. And I know you offered to drive.
Yes, I did.
But me being the type of guy that I am, and I know she doesn't like driving like that. She likes to observe what's around us. I pushed through.
Right.
And
So-
I kept asking. Because I knew he was
But
tired.
but my goal was for us to have a good time, her to enjoy the drive. So I pushed all how I was feeling aside as far as
Right.
the night before, and just kept
Right.
pushing. So yeah.
Very smart move. Very big of you to do that.
Yeah.
I think that's great. That way
But-
y'all didn't fight the whole way. I
but-
do see your side though. I do see your side.
I'm glad.
Now, I took Thursday off. I had a doctor's appointment. I really
Yes.
did. But I mean, I took Thursday off the day before my trip because I know
How things can happen.
how things like that is. And so, but yeah, word to the wise. I don't think this is gonna be a repeated thing for y'all.
No,
Well,
But don't if somebody asks you to do something the day before, you have to be ready to leave for no.
Well, to be honest with you, Jennifer, even if I had I pretty much brought it all the way down to the wire before I actually made the decision that I could not go. All right. And that was when I told her. Now, I mean, if it was any way that I could have done everything and was able to be there at a proper time, then I would have done it. But it was just the day was, when you're focused on doing something, the day just seems to go by so much quicker.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just that everything just was just going by, and then next thing I know, it's almost 4:00, and I'm looking and I'm realizing what I still have to do. So and then on top of that, like that day, I had to go and get the car cleaned. I had to go and get the emissions test. I had to go and I had to spend some time outside the house before I even can come in and start actually packing. So and then like I said, and I didn't want to. And we normally take my truck. My truck was covered in pollen, so I had to make sure that was clean because I don't need neither one of us dying from pollen.
Right.
So it was just a lot of stuff that just happened. But in the midst of it all, when we was at the restaurant, she did apologize. She said, "Baby, I'm sorry. You know, yeah, that's what she said."
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, I get her side too, because she really wanted you there, and you
Yeah.
said you were gonna be there. I get both sides, and that's a very, very tough one.
and I get it too. But when it comes to Nyla, even when it comes to her, I do my damnedest to always be
I know
there.
you do.
So,
I know you do.
So for me not to be there this one, I mean, for me being in a position where I couldn't be there this one time, it was serious. Because I'm prepping for us to do something the next morning.
Right, and you weren't feeling like she was giving you any grace.
Well, she
didn't give you
but,
grace.
But she wasn't.
You got your ass up here.
I mean. All right, but anyway.
You came, so she
right.
didn't give you grace. You came, you got it done.
Yeah, I got it done. All right, so that's enough for that. All right, so let me go home and finish making y'all mad. All right, so
Marital therapy next.
question,
Every week.
question, and y'all, I say go around the room, y'all ain't gonna do it. Can a woman be friends with a man that used to be her ex?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It depends on why it ended.
Yeah. Like if it ended.
If she wants to be friends.
Yeah. I feel
Now.
like.
See,
Yeah,
I
it does
don't-
depend on how it ended.
Yeah,
Okay, well let's just put it like this. Let's just say
but no.
let's just say it couldn't have ended too bad to where you feel like it will be okay to be friends. All right. So a woman can actually be friends with her ex. That's what y'all saying, right?
Okay. Not anybody she was in love with.
Yeah.
Not an ex she was in love with. She can't.
This
So
is
if
just the ex that was just a rebound, most
Like,
likely.
can I be friends with a guy I dated for a month or two?
Well, okay,
yeah,
well-
he's an ex, but we were boyfriend girlfriend for 2 months.
Okay, but
he's my ex.
let's be
We can
real
be
about
friends.
something. A lot of the times, if you want to be friends with an ex, y'all have time together. You've applied, so y'all have acquired some time together. Because if it's somebody you just met, and not just met, if it was just somebody you have a little bit of time with, you know that, you don't know their parents. You can
Okay.
end that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm 43.
How?
43. I still talk to the guy that I dated for 2 years when I was 16.
So the relationship.
Now, when I am in a relationship, we do not talk.
Okay.
We are not friends, just out of respect. Now, if he lives here, so we see each other. Hey, how you doing? Not like we don't go get drinks. None of that. If we're free, like, and not a relationship, we will go and get drinks and catch up. But
Okay.
will he fuck me if I ask him to? Yes.
Okay, so it sounds to me like what you're saying is that that's not your friend. You and him are just cool.
But we are, like, I want him to be happy. I know.
Well, I know you want to be. I'm just
I
saying,
don't want
but
to be
you're
in a
cool.
relationship with him.
Yeah, but okay, so you and him, y'all, no grudges.
We're exes.
You're no grudges, you guys, but you guys. Are
We're
cool with each
friends,
other.
but there's still chemistry there.
Okay, all right. So okay, so
No, like,
so
if
you say no.
I say, if I am truly trying to be,
There's another part to this now.
if I'm truly trying to be like, if I'm attracted to the person, then no, we shouldn't be friends.
Well, it's an
Period.
ex, so eventually, so it was at some point you were attracted to him.
But then I might not be now. Like,
What?
it's been a while. Could be like, oh
Oh my
God.
goodness. All right, hold
But he
on.
nice.
All right, hold on, Miss Jennifer. Okay, so you say no.
I say no.
All right, you say Miss April. You say
Yeah.
okay. You
But
say
then
yeah.
I won't want him, my man, and if it was vice versa, I won't want him to be friends with his ex.
Okay, hold on. So, babe, what did you say? You say yes?
I said yes.
Okay. All right. So,
All right, but hey, but if kids are involved, yes.
okay. All right. So, should if you feel like you can be friends with your ex and you're actually friends with your ex, should the man you're with now be cool with that?
I don't know. I don't do that.
I don't think any of us do that, but
I mean, I don't think. I wouldn't be cool with it.
Okay, so if
this is a ex, but just because they're ex doesn't mean y'all physically did anything.
that's true. That's true. But what?
I mean, if this is like a 4-year relationship and she broke his heart, and hell no, I don't want him.
No.
They're not gonna be friends because he probably still got in his
Trying
mind.
to figure out how to get back
Hey,
with her.
I'm either gonna fuck her one more time and then leave her and be like, I changed it, or he still wants to get with her.
Well, I mean, but when you guys are together, even though you're not together, it's like the Usher song. We're not good, but we're still good.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Find my friend.
So yeah. So
There's a lot of people who get a divorce. I mean, they have kids that they were better as friends. They're like, we're good.
Yeah.
all right. So
But there's kids. See, the kids.
So if you are friends with your ex, should your man be cool with that?
You should tell him.
Yeah, you should tell him. Is he gonna be cool with it?
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean, 'cause
mean,
that could all
I guess
depend
he's
on
gonna,
the guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna be like, what you mean friends? Like, what kind of friends are you? Like, y'all gonna go out and try to kick it with just y'all two? They probably won't be cool with that.
Like, I'm not even Facebook friends with my ex. Well, just the one.
Yeah.
So, in other words, what I'm hearing from everybody is that, well, exception Jennifer, you can be cool with your ex, but you shouldn't expect your man to be accepting of it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so here, okay.
That's when you have to have that conversation.
Now,
like, let
this
them
is
know.
the problem I have. I think that if a woman wants to be a friend with a man, and she's cool with it, and like Coach Short and I are friends, we're cool. We're just friends. But people, look at it, but
But is this an ex though?
no.
I know about you can be friends
But-
with a guy.
No, some men don't like that.
No,
Some men like,
None
If
at
it's
all.
a man, you can't do it.
No, yeah, no guy friends. So, but I think if an ex,
Why
I think
you-
a girl emotionally, if she says she's friends with him, she is.
Yeah.
She is. If he's friends with her, I think he still has feelings for her.
Yes.
I think if the opportunity arose and she spread her legs and said, come inside, he'd be like, all right.
Okay.
But women do the same thing because our body count don't go up. And if it was good, why not?
But you have this face when we said a guy can be our friend. That's not an ex, but our new boy.
No, I'm sorry if I made a face. I'm sorry, but look. There's no history between you and a guy who is just friends. There's a certain history if this guy's your ex. That means that you guys were together at some point.
There was an intimacy between you that
Right.
was not there with just a friend.
Right.
Yes.
So
But you agree that men and women can be friends, and your partner should be okay with your male friend.
Well, in my opinion, I don't think that if a woman is going to be friends with her ex, then he don't.
No, this is just a friend. This is not even an ex.
Oh, well, yeah. I think women and men can be friends.
Yes.
As long as they're not attracted to each other.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So I say that because I remember when we first started talking, and I had a friend, and he was just my friend. You was not having it.
What friend?
Ooh,
What friend you talking about? The Transformer guy?
I thought you were the Transformer guy. I thought that was
Yeah,
you.
she bought him this other dude, Optimus.
Yeah, but that
You bought him an Optimus Prime. Ooh,
Yeah, when he
that's
was
fighting words right there.
It
Nah,
wasn't
nah.
his. But this was I told you this is my friend, and you was like, well, you need to choose between me and your friend.
Oh, through
Where
jam.
was this?
This was in the very beginning.
I don't remember
Oh,
this.
jealous possessive.
I don't remember this one. Did
you like
This
it?
off the radar for me.
Or did it bother you?
It bothered me some because I was just like, but he's just my friend. We didn't do anything. It was just.
But
my
were
friend.
you dating this friend?
No,
Well, I don't know about you sure that's me?
All right.
that was you.
Oh.
Were
believe
you
that.
and the friend hanging out one-on-one?
We did. Like we just hung out.
I mean, that's when it gets weird for me. Like, if I'm in a relationship, like, and we're
But
boyfriend,
no, but
but
like
we're,
most of the time it was just somebody.
no, I
I'm
hear
thinking-
most of the time, but I'm just saying, if we boyfriend, girlfriend, it better be all the damn time that you are not one-on-one with another female unless that female is me. Like,
Yeah.
you're at work or whatever. Like, I know that has, but like, why are you going out to dinner with another?
No, it was never like dinner. It was like at work.
Oh, well,
but this
okay.
was like he was a bus
I'm not,
driver.
like,
and
I'm
I
just
was
going
a
over
van
to
driver.
his house and
No.
kicking it. I'll be like,
No.
no.
I really don't remember this.
Yes, I remember.
I don't remember this. All right, so this. Okay, so can a man be friends with a woman that was an ex?
No.
Why?
Because I want to fuck her.
Yeah.
If the opportunity arose and she offers, you would do it. And I say that, and I'm not saying no, he can't because I don't trust him necessarily. It's hard because I mean, you know, if my ex came back with a good deal and was like, hey, you want to go for one more ride? I'll be like, saddle up.
That is. So
But I
go
don't
ahead.
know. If my ex,
Especially at the beginning of a relationship when there's no like title or anything. I mean, I know that like you're like, well, you're technically, but like me, I dated two guys at one time and I had a really hard time with that. Like I was like losing my mind. I was calling them by the wrong names.
Oh wow.
I was tired. Not from that, but I'm just saying going out on dates and communicating.
Yeah.
like,
Okay,
hey, did I tell
let's-
that to you or did I tell
So
it to
no,
you?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, let's just say this guy. I mean, your ex was they were dating true enough, and they got no further than something like a kiss, and they realized.
Yeah,
it
we can be
wasn't
friends.
that. So the sex makes a big difference.
Because now you're intimate. Somebody's been inside your body.
Not much like the sex, the wanting. Like, how bad does they lust?
You know, I'm hearing what you said, but the other way around, it's almost like there's no lust in that. From a woman wanting that from her man, from her ex.
It depends on the ex and how good
Because
it was.
this is why I'm saying, when I had asked the other way, you said no, the two of you said yes. It's the other way around,
That's
all of
what
y'all
I
saying
was
no.
trying to say if my man wanted to.
No. Yeah. That's no. No. Like he wants to be friends with his ex.
Yeah.
And there's no kids?
There's no kids.
No.
Yeah. No.
And y'all don't work together? Like, no.
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 Now, like, if her mom dies or something, send flowers. That's cool.
Okay, but
Like, you can, I'm just saying you can send a happy, I'm not like, bitchy, like, don't send a happy birthday text or Merry Christmas, whatever. But there should not be, like, friendly,
Whole
like, we're
conversations.
weekly, we talking once a week.
okay, let me ask you now if for some reason you checked your man's phone and you see him send that and you know that's the ex's number, there wouldn't be no flack behind that.
Especially if you. It's all about communication.
I get that.
So
I
if
know,
you
but I'm just
told me that I send her happy birthday. I check on her every now and then. I don't
Wow.
go see her.
Why are you checking on her every now and then?
so he has to he has to say that.
Yes, communicate.
I mean,
Because if you don't, then I'm gonna think otherwise.
but see, like, I do, like, I'd be like, hey, I sent so-and-so a happy birthday text.
Okay, so if you sent your ex a happy birthday text or something like that, you didn't tell me, and I just so happened to see it. Do I have every right to be mad at you?
You have a right to question what's going on.
You have a right to ask me about it.
Yeah, why are you getting mad? Because you don't know the story yet.
Well, I mean, the story's pretty clear. You're saying Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday.
Yeah, but that's not clear. That's just basic words that you send out to everybody.
Okay, so something that minor I need to tell you about.
Now, I think if
I
it's
think we
like,
need to have a discussion. Like, what, I don't want to.
like I would, the reason I would tell is just because if it's Christmas and you haven't sent your grandma, you know what I'm saying? Like your other friends Merry Christmas, da 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 da, and you're just sending your ex. Just one, you hadn't done anybody else, but you sending them Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
That's a little.
You're trying to see if they're gonna respond, so you
Yeah.
start a conversation.
But I mean, reaching out to him, I think is a little weird. I would respond like, I don't know.
I feel like it's all about communication. If that's what I'm doing, I'm gonna let you know so you won't feel insecure. Like, oh, I just sent out happy birthday. We left off on a good note. We're okay.
But see, mine's different because mine lives in this town. We went to high school together. His mom lives like. I see them out in town. It's different because they're around. Now, if it was an ex that you haven't seen in 4 years or whatever, I'd be like, why? You hadn't talked or seen to this person in 4 years. But if he's like, I've done it every year since we haven't been together and it's been 25 years, I'm going to be like, well, honey, I'm not here to break your tradition. Like, do it.
He was like, that's just what
Some
we
you
do.
got to keep going and do it. Whatever. But when you made up under the mistletoe, we got a problem.
Yeah.
All right, this is a subject we could actually go on for a while. So let me go ahead and go to the next question. We ain't gonna make it to the game, which is okay.
Yeah.
Because
That's how I win stuff.
I worked hard on it too.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got one more thing for you guys. Then we'll go ahead and close it up. Oh, we're done?
You forgot about Malika.
Oh,
Random.
yeah. You want to do your random facts?
Yes, because it's gonna be Easter, and I had found some stuff.
Well, you got to say it.
Yes, my random facts.
It's now time for your head to explode from the new knowledge with Malika's random facts.
So, random facts around the world about Easter. So, I saw this one. Instead of a bunny, an Easter fox delivers good. What are you thinking? What country?
A fox.
A fox.
Olivia.
Instead of a,
England? No, I mean, they do,
hold
buddy.
Hold on.
Norway.
Switzerland.
nope.
Hold on. Don't tell.
Iceland.
Are you good?
Antarctica.
Nah, it's
Cambodia.
Great. New England.
No. Is it in the United States?
No.
No.
Australia.
Japan.
No.
Where?
Germany.
All that snow there.
While kiddos in the U.S. know and love the Easter Bunny, a different critter is beloved by little ones in Germany. Over in Westphalia, Germany, an Easter fox once delivered eggs and goodies to children.
I think it was probably stealing them from the hen house and somebody caught them and took them out of its mouth.
Though the
and gave
bunny
it to
is more
kids.
common nowadays, the fox is still a popular symbol in most parts of the region. So just like bunnies give out eggs, I guess the fox is giving out eggs in Germany.
Fox is giving out egg shells because them chickens.
It's so weird. You know, like, why eggs? Like, a bunny does not lay eggs. A fox does not lay eggs. They are stealing people's children and giving them away. Birds, you don't even know what you're getting.
Pastel colors hold religious meaning. Pastel colors are used in so many Easter celebrations, but they have important symbolism. Baby blue, mint green, light yellow, and soft pink also carry meaning of the rebirth and renewal of life that occurs in spring. Specifically, white represents light, triumph, and glory, while lavender represents penance, power, and royalty. Pink represents joy and love. Then red symbolizes sacrifice, blood, and matredom.
Nature what?
Matrodon?
Thought you said nature dung. I was like, I'm not touching that.
Finally, green represents hope and eternal life.
So why don't we have an Easter chicken?
I don't know why we don't have an Easter chicken.
We keep eating.
Yes.
I
An
guess a
egg hunt
turkey.
is the most popular way to celebrate Easter.
Easter pigeon.
From brunch to egg dyeing to church service, there are abundance of exciting ways to celebrate the holiday. However, Easter egg hunts are the most beloved. A recent study showed that 83% of people participate in the fun family activity come Easter Sunday.
I wonder how Easter egg hunting gonna be this year. If it's gonna be a whole bunch of
it's not a
artificial
lot.
eggs.
We
Yeah.
have changed it this year. We are doing Easter bingo
Oh wow! At your house?
at my parents' house. Jack is all into bingo, so we are doing Easter bingo.
That sounds fun.
We have lined up 5 rounds. That's all we're doing. If he lasts that long, that's it. If he doesn't last that long, we had 5 plans. So I don't know. You better not cry when I take all the prizes.
Knowing this family, they'll probably be doing family feud Easter.
When Jennifer answers and not Chris. Change it up a little bit.
No, I like mine.
So one more fact. Instead of Easter bunnies, Swedish kids dress up as wizards. What? Sounds like you'll love it.
Yeah.
Plenty of Easter magic takes place in Sweden and Finland, where kids actually dress up as witches and wizards to celebrate the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
The Easter tradition is similar to trick-or-treating, in which children dress up on a Monday and Thursday or the day before Easter. Then go door to door collecting candy and wishing their good neighbors a glad Pask. I hope I'm saying
P-A-S-C or K?
K with the little O above the A. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm so sorry.
Anderson Pax.
Pask. This century-old custom is called Paskaring, which translate into Easter hags. Oh my.
Easter hash.
Hags. So that is the random facts for Easter.
Thank you so much,
Wow.
Miss Malika.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot.
Mhm.
Looking up pastoring.
Right there. At the bottom.
Wow, that's like a where are we at? German? Is that
No,
German?
this is
Finland.
Finland
Sweden.
and Sweden.
That must be Swedish because that was like
Yes.
lots of double consonants.
Yes, sir. So are you
I got one more.
okay?
It's and this is fun. It's just what y'all gonna say. If a person starts at 17
Oh Lord.
and they are now in their 40s, how many sexual partners do they have to have before you can say they are home?
What? They're 17.
If they
Yeah,
started,
they started at 17.
how old are they now?
They're 40. Like how many partners would they have to have had before you can say that they're home?
Tread carefully.
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking like, gosh, you got like 10 partners. That's just the number. I don't know.
I say 32. That means you had to have sex with 1.5 persons every year.
Oh wow.
I'm still safe, so we're good. I can go with that number.
What about you, April? 1, 2.
I say 25.
25 is a nice high number.
Yeah. 30.
She close to me.
I mean, I'm really not gonna thank you. I mean, when I'm
When
not
Saul
gonna
said
like
that-
really sit on there. But if you said like 50 or 100 or 150,
Yeah,
or like
I'm
I'd be
Like, you done been checked? You done got
Yeah.
checked?
like, oh,
Are you okay?
yeah.
What's your name?
Did you need to go to therapy? Because you might be a sexaholic.
Like I'd be like, did you have some wild years? And if they were like college frat boy every night, different girl, like, dang, that's sad. But if that's not how, you know what I'm saying? Like, when was the major? Was there like a train at some point or something? Like, I need to know details. Is there multiples?
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Does that work for like a porn star?
I think, well, what you just asked is a personal opinion thing.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
I mean,
I know.
I think for a porn star, they're really only going to be with a certain type of person that can accept that life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, I don't know, that would be their conversation. That's their job.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you want to, when I have an issue with the whole, like, how many sexual partners, because it's kind of like, well, okay, why don't you say how many times have you had sex? Like, because I've had one partner for 2 years, and one partner, man, we up in the 700s, you know, and the other partner, we in the teens. So, like, you know, I mean,
Well, I mean, I think.
I mean,
you
I
have,
get,
like,
but I'm just saying as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, don't judge me because I hadn't found the right person, but I found a connection with multiple people. And was looking for the right person, and I'm not gonna judge
But if
you
it's
because
like every night, then I'm concerned for you.
right.
Like I'm like,
But
you're
I mean,
okay.
you know, if you're 50 and your numbers are in the 30s or 40s, it's really not that shocking. That would be one a year. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, like if you do the math and you're averaging it out, like 25 is even like very conservative. If you wanted to say you slept with 2 people a year since you were 17, and you're already at 60 if you started at 20, like 30 times 2, 30 years, 2
but if
people a
you're-
year, that's 60 people if they're different people.
Yeah, but in a situation like that, exactly what age are you actually starting to have sex?
Well, you said 17.
Well, no, I was talking about the one that you said. If somebody is
That was 20. If they're at 60 and they had 2 people every year, 2 different people, and they had sex twice, and it was a different person, and they only had sex twice, are you really going to think that back? If you knew them as a person and you're like, oh, you finally got laid last night, you know, whatever, at the club, and then they're 50 and they've had 60 different partners because they've never found, now they probably have an issue with having a relationship, obviously. There's issues there. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, that's not unrealistic.
No, when you put it like that.
When you do the math,
Yeah.
it's not that unrealistic. So when guys are like with older women, oh, I have a problem. Well, this lady's never been married, okay?
Yeah.
Like, or she was married for 2 years.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
What,
she
if
had a
you're-
wild streak, and there
Yeah.
we go.
I feel like it's the. Well, no, I can't say the guys' numbers higher because I've had boys, guys lower, but I'm not there down either. But,
okay.
I mean, there's a certain finesse with a guy. I don't want to take a virginity. Like, I want you to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I can get why you'd want a girl because then you can train her how you want her to take it. But, you know, if they don't know, but if they don't know any better, you know what I'm saying? You get to teach them the way you want them to be.
Yeah, you know. There was a comedian that said that could be a dangerous thing because now you done train this woman how to.
No, it really is. You don't understand if that could be a whole nother podcast we could talk about is how like your first experience with a guy can either make or break, what scar you or you know your first boyfriend. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say that a comedian had
Yeah,
said
that could be
it's-
on the next one.
But like if you're with somebody who's into BDSM and it's your first time and it's your first boyfriend and you don't know anything about it, but they do and they're doing this, like you don't know. That's all you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was saying that a comedian had said it that like just say for instance if you have somebody with no sexual experience and and you're pretty much showing them everything on how to please you,
Yeah.
they can take that and like, oh well, I know I do all this stuff now, I can go get somebody better and please them and they can.
But it's
lift
not
me
the
up.
same.
it's not the
Everybody.
same.
It's
Well, I know. I'm
everybody's
just
different.
that's why I said the comedian.
Right.
Said
Yeah, I was
Right.
like, they wasn't thinking because I'm like, everybody is not the same.
But yeah, I mean, but then it also is a double-edged sword because
It is.
when you drive a cart, you know when somebody don't know how to drive the cart now, and you're like, oh god, like I really like this dude too. I can't do a lifetime of this, you know. So yeah, but no, I don't think you can't really judge it. I know a lot of people do by the number of partners, but with the math, you can't judge that. I don't think unless they're like 300,
Yeah.
200.
You tried to
over
though.
100. But I'm just saying.
But you asked the question.
I
and
did ask the
gave
question,
You,
and y'all gave me an answer.
Yeah, and I gave you an answer.
So that means
But yeah.
to a certain degree somebody could be a hoe.
I've been
All
more
right.
like, how many times have you had sex?
There you go. All right. Well, look, that was all I had. I got apparently I'm all set for next week. 'Cause I was on it.
You're welcome.
Doggone it.
All right. So anybody got anything else?
No.
All right. Well, look, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this podcast. Again, make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy. Take advantage of that QR code. Spread the word about us. Help us grow. Sponsors, we're also welcome. But on that note, we're going to go ahead and say bye.
Bye.
Y'all have a good one. We truly hope you enjoyed this episode from all of us here on M.A.J.C. If so, please be so kind as to like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on new episodes. Also spread the word about us to help us grow. Sponsorship is also welcome. Until next time, be safe, stay blessed, and be a good human.